Chainlink has now become a platform, which means that it's made up of many different service types. There's been over 1,000 Oracle networks on production. If you look at the amount of actual Oracle networks beyond production, there's thousands of them. I think the coming year will see many of those services independently succeed and be combined by any one application or chain or use case into extremely advanced smart contracts. What we initially in the Chainlink ecosystem called hybrid smart contracts, and what I think will go on to define 2.0 versions of DeFi, 2.0 versions of TradFi, 2.0 versions of GameFi, 2.0 versions of every smart contract thing you can really come up with. I think that the key trends that the Chainlink platform will be a big leader in the coming year, or at least will try to be a big leader in the coming year, is going to be the provision of highly reliable data to allow DeFi to properly function, the provision of highly secure, reliable cross-chain that goes across public chains, across private bank chains, and connects the bank chains and private chains together more and more into a single internet of contracts. And increasingly, I think you will see more usable, more general purpose off-chain computing platform, part of Chainlink, that actually makes the usage of chains, makes the usage of Oracle networks, makes the usage of existing systems much simpler, and allows their combination within the Chainlink system in a really efficient way. So what this means is what I hope you'll come to see is technically you'll be able to connect multiple chains to a single application, collect multiple payment systems, multiple data sources, and then do some trust minimized computations that require privacy, that require a certain dimension of scalability, and to do those computations in a trust minimized off-chain system. So the on-chain world continues to process transaction settlement, continues to be the core place where you have smart contract state. But as we know, at this point, smart contract state is extremely limited, and it needs to be expanded with connectivity to data, with connectivity to other smart contracts and other chains, with connectivity to payment systems, and even with connectivity to certain computations. Examples are AI computations, other more advanced computations. However, those computations need to be made as close to as reliable as the chain as possible. And then there are various privacy concerns and scalability concerns that many chains still can't solve, for example, AI computations or other types of computations. And so I think what you're going to see from Chainlink is a big involvement in TradFi, because all of these features are highly in demand there, and Chainlink's the only platform that provides them all in one place. There's really no platform right now where you can go get highly reliable market data, highly reliable connectivity to other chains, highly reliable compute to create privacy and other properties that you don't get from the chain you're using. So this platform is really culminating into a kind of state of readiness that's very attractive to capital markets and TradFi, which is why so many of the top players, they're the top banks, the top asset managers, the top CSDs, the top market infrastructures, the top messaging systems, are all actively in conversations with us and are moving forward in their work together with us. I think at the same time, you have the Web3 world, which is highly defined by DeFi, now some more GameFi, blockchain gaming generally, and there you will see other use cases. Eventually, though, whether that's this coming year or the year after, I think you will see both of these worlds interacting. I think you will see both of them interacting with each other using Chainlink data, Chainlink computations, Chainlink connectivity, cross-chain connectivity. And that is the truly exciting thing, in my opinion, because then you allow the world to create a single internet of contracts composed of multiple chains, multiple Oracle networks, multiple existing payment systems, multiple existing data systems. But the value of the world now moves into this internet of contracts. And this is really what Chainlink is doing. It's creating this set of standards that are going to be universal, that we're working to make universal across capital markets, TradFi, Web3, Web2, all of these places. Right now, they're being individually adopted, separately adopted in these two worlds, these two parallel worlds. There's the Web3 world, the DeFi world, the GameFi world, the public blockchain world. Then there's the TradFi, capital markets, asset management world. But if both of them apply the same methodology for defining price, then when they go to transact with each other, they'll already be having the same assumptions about how to settle with price. If they both adopt the same cross-chain connectivity standard, then when they go to connect to each other, they will be able to connect efficiently without any additional work. When they both adopt the same off-chain trust minimized computing standards, then when they look at each other's contracts, they'll see that not only are the contracts secure, but the automation systems and the function systems and the other systems that basically manage and secure the contract also meet their respective versions of security. And so having a standard that's relied on in Web3 and having the same standard relied on in capital markets actually sets the world up for this place where they can very efficiently transact with each other over those standards. And so that's really what I think is happening in the coming year. We're continuing to be the global standard for data, various compute properties of Oracle networks, expanding the ability to do cross-chain connectivity as a standard. And we're becoming the standard for cross-chain connectivity, data, compute in the capital markets, so that both of these places function on the same standard. And as they function on the same standard, that reduces the friction for them to transact, which is actually net beneficial for everyone. It's net beneficial for the public chains. It's net beneficial for the private chains. It's net beneficial for the DeFi protocols because they get access to more capital. It's net beneficial for the capital markets and TradFi participants because they get access to more markets and more protocols with more yield and more diversification. It's more beneficial for the RWA world because now those RWAs get larger markets and larger liquidity and larger pools of capital that they can be purchased from and used in. And so I think it's really net beneficial to have a single global set of standards. And if you think about it, this is actually how the internet works. The internet works on TCP/IP. The largest server technology is still Linux. There are these open source standards. And those open source standards allow there to be a single, efficient, global internet where everyone benefits when a new node, a new data provider, a new bank, a new whoever joins that internet. And that's what we want for the Internet of Contracts. We need a single set of global standards that everyone uses to transact with each other across chains, across different jurisdictions, across different CSD and legal frameworks, across different data assumptions. And that is what Chainlink is now in the process of defining, not only for the Web3 world, but for the larger capital markets TradFi world, which once again, our goal is to merge. So we want to merge these two worlds, and they will merge because they're fundamentally engaging in the same economic activity under different names. It's just nomenclature. It's just different semantics about a DeFi thing or a DLT, digital asset thing. That they're all just financial assets that focus on transactions and transactional volume and liquidity and counterparty risk. So this is the set of standards we're making to manage all that complexity and allow this Internet of Contracts to come into existence. I think 2024 should be a very exciting year with a lot of progress based on the willingness and the capital put towards creating all these applications. As always, I'm very, very grateful to all the amazing teams we work with, all the insight they share with the Chainlink community and the people building Chainlink. And I think we are very well on the way to creating these global standards right now, which I'm extremely excited about.